Hello, hope all are fine and safe. This is Kokila Bhatia teaching maths for standard 8th in Shet Vidya Mandir, English High School and Junior College. Today, children, we are going to discuss about rational and irrational numbers. First, we will discuss about rational numbers. Now, what are rational numbers? The numbers of the form m upon n are called rational numbers, where m and n are integers but n is not 0, which means that if m is equal to 0 but n is not equal to 0, then m is equal to 0. And children, if we divide any number by 0, then the answer will be 0. So this type of numbers are called rational numbers. So children, what are your natural numbers? Yes, the numbers starting with 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes on are your natural numbers. What are your whole numbers? Yes, numbers starting with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and it goes on are your whole numbers. Can you tell me what are integers? Yes, all negative numbers, all positive numbers and 0 are your integers. Now, can you tell me what is the square root of 25? Yes, 5. Square root of 36? 6. Square root of 144? 12. Square root of 169? 13. So, all perfect square roots are also your rational numbers. Children, even when there is a repeating pattern after the decimal point, for example 0.666 infinite or 2.636363 infinite, then these are also rational numbers. So children, now what are rational numbers? Yes, rational numbers are nothing but all your natural numbers, whole numbers, even numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers, integers, perfect square roots are your rational numbers. Now, let us show rational numbers on a number line. For example, 3 upon 2, 5 upon 2, minus 3 upon 2. So here we have to represent these numbers on the number line. So for that, what have we to do? Yes, first we have to draw the number line. The midpoint of the number line is 0 and all numbers to your right hand side are the positive numbers and all numbers that are to the left of 0 are your negative numbers. Now we have to show 3 upon 2 minus 5 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2 on a number line. So first we have to see the denominator of these numbers. So what is the denominator? Yes, 2. So each unit on the right side and left side of 0 is to be divided in 2 equal parts. After making the number line and dividing each unit in 2 equal parts, we have to show 3 upon 2. Means count the number from 0 to the positive side 3 and write 3 upon 2. Now we have to find 5 upon 2. So again from 0 to the positive side, count 5 and show 5 upon 2. Now we have to show minus 3 upon 2. So we have to go to the left hand side. So again from 0 to your left hand side, count 3 and show minus 3 upon 2. So in this way we have to represent and show the numbers on the number line. Now let's go to for the second example, that is 7 upon 5 minus 2 upon 5 minus 4 upon 5. Here again children, first we have to see the denominator. What is the denominator? Yes, 5. So each unit has to be divided into 5 equal parts. Very good. So now again in the same manner, first draw the number line, show the midpoint, to the left hand side your positive numbers, to your right hand side the positive numbers, to your left hand side your negative numbers, and then each unit has to be divided into 5 equal parts, and then count the numbers from 0 to 7 and show 7 upon 5. Go to your left hand side, count 2 and show minus 2 upon 5. Again count from 0, 4 and show minus 4 upon 5. So in this way we can show rational numbers on the number line. Now we come to comparison of rational numbers. If a upon b and c upon d are rational numbers such that b and d are positive, then the following rules are useful to compare two rational numbers. Rule number 1. If a into d is less than b into c, then we can say a upon b is less than c upon d. Rule number 2. If a into d is greater than b into c, then a upon b is greater than c upon d. Rule number 3. If a into d is equal to b into c, then a upon b is equal to c upon d. Children, positive numbers is always greater than 0 and 0 is greater than negative number. Now let us see the example. Minus 7 minus 2. In this case, minus 7 is less than minus 2. Remember children that any smaller negative rational number is always greater. So, minus 7 is less than minus 2. Now look at the second example. 0 minus 9 upon 5. Now here, which is greater? 0 is greater than minus 9 upon 5. Why? Yes, because 0 is greater than any negative number. Now let us see the third example. 8 upon 7, 0. Now here, which is greater? 8 upon 7 is greater than 0 because any positive number is greater than 0. Okay children. Now let us see the fourth example, that is 7 upon 9, 8 upon 10. Now here first we have to check the denominators. As the denominators are not same, we have to first equalize the denominators, and for that we have to multiply the first fraction by 10. That is 7 into 10 upon 9 into 10, which gives you 70 upon 90, and the other fraction by 9, that is 8 into 9 upon 10 into 9, which is equal to 72 upon 90. Now 70 upon 90, 72 upon 90, which is greater? Yes, 72 upon 90 is greater. So we can say that 7 upon 9 is less than 8 upon 10. Very good. Now just look at this fifth example. 40 upon 29, 144 upon 29. Now here, as the denominators are same, we don't have to equalize the denominators. We can directly compare. So 40 upon 29 is less than 144 upon 29. Now children, decimal representation of rational numbers. If we use decimal fraction while dividing the numerator of a rational number by its denominator, we get the decimal representation of a rational number. For example, 7 upon 4. Now, in this case, after dividing 7 by 4, the remainder is 0. So, such a decimal form of a rational number is called a terminating decimal form. Children, every rational number can be written in a non-terminating recurring decimal form. For example, 7 upon 4 is equal to 1.75 is equal to 1.75000 infinite is equal to 1.750, and we have put a point on 0 showing that 0 is recurring. Now, irrational numbers. Numbers whose decimal form is non-terminating and non-recurring are called irrational numbers. The square root of numbers that are not perfect square are irrational numbers. For example, root 2, root 3, root 7, etc. So children, we have learnt what are rational numbers, showing rational numbers on a number line, comparison of rational numbers, decimal representation of rational numbers, and irrational numbers. So children, now you can solve practice set 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 to make the concept clear. Thank you. God bless.